What's the difference between SEO and SEM? Well, SEO, you may have heard these terms before. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and SEM stands for search engine marketing. So you may hear these terms. A lot of people online talk about this type of thing, about this type of marketing, and I want to make a video explaining the differences between the two and how they work together and how they don't work together, because there's a lot of confusion around them. So I'll start with SEO. SEO is a technique of adding value to the web in order to allow your business to come up higher in the search engines. So that's why it's called search engine optimization. So when a customer searches for you, they're looking for a service, or they're looking for a restaurant, they're looking for something near them, that pulls your website up, or they could be searching worldwide or locally, or any type of search that pulls you up, like either in the map listings or website pull up. That's considered SEO. Now, you do this organically, meaning that you don't pay anything for it. You're just creating value. So the more content on your website, the more reviews you have, the longer your website's been around. There's tons and tons of factors. How well it's optimized, what type of website structure you have. All these things play a role, but if you boil it down to its basic essence, it's how much value have you provided the web? Like, how well have you done a job of explaining your business, documenting your business, putting listings up for your business, adding data to those listings? How well have you provided value to explain your business to the web? That's what ultimately influences SEO. So there's different factors, like how many links you have to your website, how many content, how many pages, how many images that are tagged. We can go into a lot of detail, but I don't want to go into that much detail on this video. Just want to explain the difference. So let's do SEM. So it stands for search engine marketing. SEM is anytime you pay to be in the search engines. So that's like Google ads, Bing ads, anything that you do that you pay. And they can be listings, so it's just text with like a link or a phone number. They can be visual ads. They can be retargeted ads, meaning that someone searches for your business or a type of your business. They search for like jewelry near me, and then your jewelry company serves ads on different websites that they go to. That's considered search engine marketing as well. And does paying SEM help with your SEO? Well, it does bring in more traffic. So yes, it does help your SEO, but it's short term. So I like to explain that SEO is a long-term investment. SEM is a very short term because you have to pay to play. So when you're paying Google ads, you're going to get more traffic, you're going to get more phone calls naturally, but you're paying for that. And as soon as you end that, it's instantly off. It stops immediately. Whereas with SEO, you don't get a bunch of phone calls right off the bat. And sometimes people are wondering, I've been doing SEO for 6 months. My phone calls are like, I've only gotten this many phone calls. Is it really worth it? Well, you're investing for the long term. So you always have to look at that for SEO, because once you build yourself up to a certain value point with your SEO, you get that value for the rest of the life of the business. So that's the difference. SEO can be paying you dividends on it 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, whereas SEM, literally, if you stop the advertising campaign today, tomorrow you get no value. You get nothing from it. So all that money spent is all just spent for the advertising for that particular time frame that you advertise. It's 2 weeks or it's 3 weeks, whatever you tell Google you want to run it for the amount you want to spend. That's the time that you'll get the value, and you'll get no more than that. So there is a very little transfer of value that comes from SEM when you're paying Google for Google ads. When people click through to your website, that's considered a click to your website. So that does give you just a slight little boost, especially if people stick around, they click on a lot of pages, they like your website. But if people bounce right out of it, that's not going to add that much value. So that's something to think about. So SEM and SEO kind of work together, but not really that much. SEO really is the better investment for your dollars if you're wondering which one I should spend on. It's better to spend on SEO than SEM because it will provide a much better ROI over time. I'm not saying that's just basically comparing the two and like which one should I do if I have $1,000 a month to spend, should I spend it on SEO or SEM? And usually the answer almost always is SEO, because that $1,000 spend, say you do that for 6 months, you spend $6,000, that 6 month spend can pay off for the next 20 years and provide you all kinds of new business that you can make $100,000 to $1 million off of that $6,000 spend. Whereas if you do it with the SEM, that $6,000 spend, you did it for 6 months, you might have gotten some new business during that time, but you'll never get any new business after that. So maybe you should do $800 in SEO and $200 in Google ads, or you should find that mix that works for you. But I wanted to explain the difference between the two because it is very confusing. And if you'd like to learn more about these topics are extremely complicated, way beyond just this video right here. If you'd like to learn more about it, or you'd like some help with your SEO or SEM, definitely contact me or comment down below. I'd love to help you out. My name is Joe Fail with SkyPoint Studios. That's what I do all the time. I run an agency called SkyPoint. We'd love to help you hit your highest point for your business. And thank you so much for watching my videos, as always, and I'll catch you on the next one.